Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Noelle and I am a local artist educator. I am a teacher at Albany School of Humanities and at Albany High School. I hope you're all well today. I just want to start off by saying I'm really happy to be here with you today, and I'm really missing my students a lot. And I wanted to tell you out there, especially younger people, that if you are feeling sad or missing people or having a hard time, that all of the feelings that you're having, they're all valid. So whether they're excited feelings or when something great happens or they're really hard feelings, all of those things are valid, and we're all going through this in our own way, and just to know that you are loved and you are special. Hi friends, thanks for being here. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes before I start reading my book. Today I'm going to read Isla and Lulu, and this is a book that I wrote about my daughters. And my good friend Jamel read it a few weeks ago, and I was so honored that he read it. And Jamel was actually a really big inspiration for me to actually write the story, to do it, to not just think about it, but to actually do it. So the reason, one of the reasons that I wrote our book is because I really wanted people to understand that the beauty of inclusion and celebrating diverse abilities and the gifts that we give to each other when we play together. Hi, Aaron. Aaron says he has an autographed copy. I love you so much, Aaron. So I wrote this book because I have two very special daughters, Isla, who's 8, and Lucia, who is 5. And they have a really beautiful relationship. And Isla has seizures, and seizures can be really scary sometimes. And she's also autistic. So she experiences the world, like all of us, in her own way. And one of the things that was really important to me is that we really appreciate and create space for everybody to experience the world in their own way, and to be seen for who they are and to be loved for who they are. And I have my good friend Elisa said to me at the very beginning of our journey as parents, she said that Isla doesn't need to change for the world, that the world needs to change for Isla. So part of our mission as a family is to create space for everyone to be seen and loved for who they are. So I guess I will start reading the book. I hope you can see it. I've never done this before. And one of the other really special things that I want to tell you about the book is that my friend, Maria Gabriela Gama, is the illustrator of the book. And Maria and I have actually never met in person. Maria lives in Brazil, and I met her through a site called Upwork. And we created this whole book together online. On our phone. We've only talked once in person, but I feel like she's a friend now. And I sent her pictures and videos of the girls and our family and our friends, because we really wanted to highlight all the special friends that we have in our lives that have been so loving of both of our girls for just who they are. And currently the book, you can order the book at Troy Bookmakers and at Stuyvesant Plaza Book House and at the Open Door Bookstore in Schenectady. And half of the proceeds are going to Make-A-Wish and the Epilepsy Foundation. Those are two really important organizations to us. Isla received a Make-A-Wish trip last year that was life-changing, and the Epilepsy Foundation has just been so wonderful for our family. Okay, so Isla and Lulu. So the first The first page is super important, and I'm not going to read it, but it's thank yous to all the people, because I had so many people in my life support us and help make this happen. And then the other part is the opening is just like a little bit about our journey as a family. And the one part that I will read to you is that I say, we hope by sharing our story with you that we will be one part of making the world a more loving and inclusive place. It is our greatest wish that you and your loved ones feel seen, celebrated, and loved for exactly who you are, especially by those closest to you. Okay, here we go. My name is Lucia, which means light, but everybody calls me Lulu. This is Isla Kai. Her name means island in the sea. Isla was born on a hot summer day, on a hot April day. My dad says just before Isla was born, he and Mommy were racing up the West Side Highway in a taxi. And it was a taxi ride that I will never forget. My mom says that when Isla was born, the New York City skyline sparkled just for her. I was born as the December snow fell, and my mom says it was like we were in our own little snow globe together. My dad says he was so proud to drive me home from the hospital, but also a little scared because the snow was piled so high on the ground. It's the four of us, Mom, Dad, Isla, and me. My family does lots of fun things together, but our most favorite thing to do is go to the beach. We play in the sand and water all day long. Sometimes Mom and Dad turn us into mermaids in the sand. Isla and Lulu love to do a lot of imaginative play. Isla is my big sister. I love her, and she loves me. Isla is on the autism spectrum. My mom says it means her brain works a little differently from mine. Sometimes other people don't understand Isla or how she's feeling, but Isla and I understand each other. I know she loves me when she hugs and kisses me. Isla saves her hugs and kisses for when she really wants to give them, so I know they're special. I know she's happy when she laughs her big belly laugh. I know she's sad when her tears sit like puddles in her eyes. I know she's angry when she gurrs like a tiger. I know she's excited when her eyes light up and she clasps her hands around her face. Isla is really funny. Sometimes we roll around on the floor together, hugging each other and laughing. Sometimes I play the games Isla likes to play, like putting her cards in and out of the box or pretending to be camping. When I'm hurt, Isla always runs over to me with an ice pack and a hug to take care of me. Sometimes Isla takes apart my puzzle while I'm putting it together. She wants to put the pieces in the box. That makes me feel frustrated. But Dad reminds me that sometimes I take Isla's toys from her too. Sometimes Isla has seizures because she also has epilepsy. My mom says that the medicine that Isla takes to stop her from having more seizures makes it hard for her to control herself. Do you know what a seizure is? I didn't either. It's like lightning flashing through your brain. When Isla has a seizure, I get really scared. My mommy and daddy are really scared too. Isla can't talk to us. She stares off to the side and sometimes her body shakes. Mommy and Daddy have to give her a special medicine to make her seizures stop. And our family is so lucky because we've had so many amazing firefighters and first responders come to our home and take such good care of Isla when she's having a seizure. But for Lucia, who was really little when this started, and Isla, having 20 firefighters come into your house can feel a little bit scary sometimes, as you can imagine, even though they're there to help. So we had some really big feelings that we had to talk about as a family. So much is happening. It's like we're in a little boat in the middle of stormy seas with waves crashing all around us. I hold on to Mommy really tight because I'm so worried. The firefighters and ambulance come to take Isla to the hospital. I wish I could go to the hospital with Isla, but I have to stay home. I worry about her when she's in the hospital. I try to be brave like Isla. I pretend I'm a news reporter interviewing Isla about what it's like to be in the hospital. And Isla has spent many, many days in the hospital getting tests and being taken care of by the doctors and the nurses and all the staff at the hospitals. And we're really lucky because they were so amazing to us. And we are especially thinking about all of those people who work in hospitals right now who are taking such good care of other people and doing such really amazing, important work. And our family is forever thankful to them. Even though I'm little, I have really big feelings. I don't always know what to do with them. Sometimes I pretend my dollies are having seizures and I take care of them. So talking about your feelings, especially when you're having big ones, is really important because especially the adults in your life can help you figure those feelings out. Sometimes I talk to a special teacher at school about my feelings, and Mommy and Daddy give me lots of hugs to make me feel better. I wonder if Isla is scared too. I know she's always happy. Isla is always happy when she comes home. I feel so proud of her. Isla is such a resilient kid, and it's amazing how positive she always is and how she manages to smile even when things are hard sometimes. She's our superhero. This page is one of my favorite pages, and it's probably for me the most important page of the book, and maybe if I'm going to write another book someday, it will be a lot about friendship. And on this page, you will see some of our friends, Caleb and Kona and Luke and Layla. And we've been really, really fortunate to have lots of really wonderful friends in our life who have been really good to us and loved us for exactly who we are. Isla is my big sister, and we take care of each other. Our friends take care of us too. They play with Isla in her way and me in my way. I don't ever want anyone to leave her out because she's different. If someone needs help figuring out the best way to play with Isla, I'm there to help. And one of the things that I learned from being a teacher is sometimes it's actually the young people that help teach adults, right? And I am really inspired by the way I see my students and Isla and Lulu's friends be so loving and inclusive. And young people are always leading the way. And I think it's really important that we know that playing together is always the best way. Isla teaches me things, and I teach Isla things. Isla taught me that being different is amazing. She likes to say, "This is me, I'm Isla." One time she did that in the middle of a restaurant, and it was so amazing. I'm lucky that Isla is my big sister. And even though sometimes our life feels scary, like we're on a little boat in a stormy sea, we're together. this page was also really important to me because sometimes when you're going through something scary, you feel alone. And that's really hard, or you feel like other people can't understand it. And part of the reason I wanted to write the book is so that people in our life had a little bit better understanding of what some of our experiences were, and so we could be in it with them together. I love this page too. I may be little, but I love Isla in really big ways. We may be little, but we are making the world a better place for Isla and all of the kids whose brains and bodies work a little differently. So beautiful. I love Isla, my island in the sea. And that's the end of the story. And then this is a really important part of the book. My friend Loretta Longo, who is an advocate, created these pages, which are really, really great information. And some really important ways that you can be a really great friend. And you know, the thing is, us adults, we have a lot of learning ourselves to do, right? We're all still growing and learning ways that we can be more inclusive. And so this is like a great resource for with young children, either in school or at home. And this section is about epilepsy and seizures and ways that you can support a friend. And even though this stuff is scary, when things that are hard in the world, I think that it's really important that we talk to young people about it, because I think that young people have a great capacity to talk about things that are really important, and oftentimes they come up with the most inspiring ways to make the world a better place. And I'm so thankful that I get to work with young people all the time. So this is the book. Thank you so much. Thanks to all my friends who are here. I really appreciate it. And I love you all. And just a reminder of what I said at the beginning. We are all still connected, and whatever you're feeling right now, please know that your feelings matter, and they're valid, and that you are loved. And please take care of yourself, and can't wait to see you all in person soon. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. And tune in for the reader, the reader who's going to be here tomorrow. Thank you so much. Love you all.